There are many things that rust and will be forgotten and finally die, like crown, scepter, and throne of a king.
But there are also many things in this world that do not decay and will not be forgotten and never die, like the hat, the stick, and shoes of Charlie Chaplin.
Tonight we will begin our program with a speech by Dr Muhammad Kamal, a member of the Managing Committee of the Kurdish Film Festival, member of the Institute for Kurdish Studies and senior lecturer at the Asian Institute at the Melbourne University.
So please welcome Mr. Dr Muhammad Kamal.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Managing Committee of Melbourne Kurdish Film Festival, I welcome you and I'd like to say a few words about the Kurds and Kurdish cinema. The Kurds make the largest ethnic community in the Middle East without a state of their own. Their history is a chain of unsuccessful uprising for independence. It is the story of genocide, forcible assimilation, deportation, and life in exile. After the defeat of the Ottomans in 1918, the Allied forces occupied the Middle East. Woodrow in his 14-point program for peace, stated that non-Turkish minorities of the Ottoman Empire should be assured of an absolute unmolested opportunity of autonomous development. The Treaty of Sevres, signed in August 1920, gave a great hope to the Kurds and brought them closer to statehood. But the peace conference at Lausanne in November 1922 disappointed the Kurdish delegation. The defeated Turkey secured a position to impose demands on the conference and categorically rejected the recognition of national rights for the Kurds. The Allied forces, being satisfied with their own gains, were happy to please Turkey for two reasons. First, Mustafa Kemal, who emerged as a Turkish new leader, advocated the idea of westernization. Second, the Allies wanted from Turkey the blockade of the influence of the Soviet Marxism. In March 1924, with the establishment of modern, secular, democratic state of Turkey, I say democratic ironically, Kurdish language associations and publications were officially banned. Over 1 million Kurds were forcibly displaced. Since then, the Kurdish issue has been officially neglected, and Turkish government adopted the policy of assimilation and demographic change in Kurdistan. The first Kurdish state was founded with the support of the former Soviet Union in Iranian Kurdistan in 1946. But when the former Soviet Union made an agreement with Iran to receive oil concession, this new Kurdish state was destroyed and the Kurdish leaders were executed in public. The Kurds in Syria and Iraq have not been in a better condition. Since 1918, the Iraqi Kurds have been in constant struggle for independence. They faced ethnic cleansing under Saddam's regime. Saddam Hussein, with the help of the United States of America and other Western countries, modernized his killing machine by developing the weapon of mass destruction, attacking Iran, Kuwait, and the Kurdish population in Iraq. The Kurds were the first victims of this destruction. Kurdish towns and villages were attacked by poisonous gas and chemicals. On 16 March 1988, in the city of Halabja, 5,000 women, children, and old people were killed by poisonous gas, and more than 10,000 were injured. In order to destroy Kurdish liberation movement, Saddam Hussein ordered to raze 4,000 Kurdish villages to the ground, destroying the farms, poisoning the rivers, giving the title of Al-Anfal, the spoils of war, and Jihad, Islamic holy war against the Kurds. In June 1988, Saddam's army deported 186,000 Kurdish women and children to south of Iraq. They were all executed and buried in mass graves. In 1991, the Gulf War gave the Kurds a new opportunity to achieve their political goals. Today, the Kurds of Iraq enjoy a limited degree of independence in their own federal state ruled by the Kurdish parliament. What shall we expect from a nation which is deprived of basic rights, even right to speak its own language? How could Kurdish cinema, under these repressive circumstances, be born and develop? For the first time, a film was shown in Suleimaniye, a Kurdish city in Iraq, in July 1925. After that, a number of films, including a few imported Persian ones, were shown with Kurdish subtitles. In Iraq, the number of foreign films distributed annually reached 400, of which 120 of them are filmed in Egypt and are in Arabic. Almost all non-Arabic films subtitled in Arabic, but none of them in Kurdish. In 1989, preparations were made in Iraqi Kurdistan for the production of the first Kurdish motion picture. Due to Gulf War, this production was not completed. In 1990, a project for making another Kurdish film which was completed after 1 year. In Iran, the first experiment with Kurdish film was made by Teymur Patay, and then Bahman Kubadi's A Time for Drunken Horses, which got an international award, marked a bright beginning. The name of Yilmaz Gunevi, actor, director, writer, and political activist, dominates Kurdish cinema in Turkey. Although Gunevi's films were not in Kurdish, yet they had a great deal with Kurdish life and cultural identity in Turkey. The films shown in this festival tonight is a small collection of Kurdish cinema production which has begun recently. This collection is made by young and unknown film directors who need your support and appreciation. At the end, I'd like to thank the organization that supported this festival, such as Institute for Kurdish Studies in Australia, Asia Link at the University of Melbourne, and Victorian Multicultural Commission. I thank the judges who accepted a difficult task of selecting 3 films for awards. I thank Puya Bakri, a Persian artist and graphic designer who made the poster and designed a trophy for the awards of this festival. I'd like also to thank Kurdish Women's Society of Victoria to present tonight the fashion show and Kurdish folk dance in order to add more color to this festival. I thank also Mr. Tufan, a musician, who has come tonight to play a few pieces of music on duff. And finally, I'd like to thank all of you for coming here tonight to encourage these young film directors. Thank you very much.